welcome to our 7-month weight loss update video. We haven't done one of these in a while because before we were kind of doing every 4 weeks, which is not exactly correct, and so
4 weeks is not a month.
4 weeks isn't a month most days or most months. So we are gonna start doing them based on the day. So March 4th, right?
I'm pretty sure.
March 4th is the first day we started, way back in March. And so this would be 7 months when October 4th hit. So it is October something now.
We're being a little bit more going in the ballpark realm than like exact.
Yeah,
like,
instead of doing every 4 weeks and doing an update, we're gonna do actual like, hey, this is a month. Let's now talk about the last month that we did. So that's why you haven't seen one of these in a while. But yeah, so I'll start.
Okay.
I had a pretty good month this month. So we started out the month cheating on our diet with our anniversary, and I had gained 5 pounds over that 4 pounds over that weekend. And the following week I had lost 5, and then since then I've lost consecutively 2 weeks in a row with 2 back-to-back, so 4 total plus the 5 I lost before, so that's 9 this month. So that's really good. I'm very excited. I am at 84 pounds total lost, which is amazing.
Yeah.
I'm really excited because that's it's a lot of weight. 84 is basically like a second grader running
Is
around.
that?
I think so. So, you know, maybe, I don't know, maybe a bigger second grader. I don't know.
I have no idea.
I don't know, but it's crazy. That's a lot of weight to lose. And so I'm past my halfway point to my goal is what I want. And so, yeah, I'm real excited.
So obviously we both cheated on our anniversary, which once again, it was planned. We didn't go over our plan, and I don't regret it.
Nope.
But I gained 5 pounds during the 4 days off, and it took me about 2 weeks to go and lose that. So I gained it, I took the 2 weeks to lose it, and then I lost another 2 pounds on top of that. But then today is a Sunday when we're filming this, and that's when we weigh in. But then this past week, I gained a pound.
Half a pound.
Yes, but on the numbers it goes to, so if you look at it in the grand scheme of things, I lost 1 pound this month, but I don't feel bad about it because I understand it. I don't particularly fully understand the gain that I had this week, but
It's probably those muscles you're working on.
yeah, maybe, I don't know, but it was it's a very small number that I did gain this week, so I'm not freaking out about it or anything. But it is a little rough when you look at it a month and be like, wow, I've been doing a good job for a month and I lost a pound from the last month. But I am at a total of 53 pounds lost, and that is good, and I am happy with my overall 53 pounds in 7 months. I'm fine with that.
Yeah, and I mean, really if you think about it, isn't sort of the start was after our cheat, then you really lost 6.5 pounds, something like that.
It's something
like that. So we're going along here, we're cooking, I feel pretty good about it.
Did you have any struggles?
Yeah, I'll get there. Basically, one of the really awesome things about this last month for me has been that I started running. And so I started the Jeff Galloway Easy 5K program that Amy's been doing for for almost 2 months now.
Yeah, I think I'm starting my 7th week.
Yeah, and so I'm starting week 4, which is pretty fun. And so so we're both excited about that, and the running has helped me a lot. I feel like it's helping me be consistent with weight loss, because before I was all over the place if I wasn't consistently working out. And so 1 week it'd be a pound, the next week it would be nothing, and so it was just one of those things where I was up and down. And so this is exciting for me to do that. I did struggle a little bit, but it was more of like just some of the choices I made with food, maybe, I guess. For the most part, I didn't really struggle that much.
So it was just like a solid month?
It was a pretty solid month. I think really working out really helped me, and the only thing is like I decided to completely, so I just did uploaded a video, what I eat in a day keto video, and I talked about the chips that I've been eating now. Basically, since we started, I had been using those as like little snack every day to have a couple of handfuls a day. And this last week I decided that I was getting a little too much. It was more than just a handful, and I was starting to do 2 to 3 to 4 handfuls a day. And so I decided I'm just cut it out for a while and redo it because so one thing is Amy got Cheetos, little packet. Those are not good for me to have in the house because I love Cheetos. And so I was being a little bit distracted. And so this week I decided I'm cutting out all the chips and I'm just gonna go strictly like just snacks with cheese or whatever I can find that's not something that has a ton of carbs in it. And so that's really the only struggle I had, and it was really just in the last couple of days that and so I wanted to cut it out before it really hurt me. But yeah, I have a couple. Can I do my non-scale victories? Is that fine? I have a couple really fun non-scale victories. I'm already down a belt size from a brand new belt that we bought a month ago, which is really fun. And the pants, the blue shorts that we bought,
the bright blue
the bright ones that, like, if you saw our Halloween video, are the Oogie Boogie Bash. Those are the shorts that I got. Those are already starting to feel loose, and we just bought them a month ago, and so that's really exciting. Because even though I'm not dropping down a ton in the scale, like I feel like I'm shrinking still. Like I'm still like getting smaller, and so I've noticed like starting to notice a little bit of loose skin in certain places, and I don't know if that's a win or not, but
hey, it is, because it's not like, it's just skin.
Yeah, it's just skin. So
yeah.
I know I'm gonna have a lot of it eventually, but yeah, I feel like I had a really good month with exercising and running and that kind of stuff. So. Yeah.
Can I share one of your non-scale victories that I've noticed?
Sure.
His energy is so much better.
Oh,
I felt like this month he's almost become like, he's becoming a new person. Like he is doing all of the chores. I'm not cleaning at all.
That's true.
So I'm living my best life. Yeah, his energy is crazy, and just his motivation, and he's being like a real self-starter and stuff. Like I feel like we're seeing like a lot of the physical changes is affecting, I feel like, some of your like
mental.
Yeah, I feel like I'm seeing some nice changes. I'm benefiting from it for sure.
That's great. Yeah, so we're I felt like I did a really good job this last month, and I really got focused, and I really pushed myself through some stuff, and started working out, running consistently, and yeah, it's been really exciting and helpful to see. Also, I signed up for a virtual run thing, which was really fun. It's a 50.5 mile virtual run from YesFit. If you're unfamiliar with YesFit, they do virtual runs on this app, and so I signed up for one. It was $27, and you get some cool stuff, and then you
like a medal and a shirt.
Yeah,
right?
and then you so it's cool. So the app, basically how it works is you can either log through third-party apps. Now the Easy 5K app isn't one of the third-party apps that they support, so you have to manually log your runs, which is fine because there's places for everything. But then you can do your own tracker. You can hit play on this little thing in the app, and it'll track where you're walking. And so I did it when we were walking around Disneyland on Saturday, when we went for a couple hours, and it said I walked almost 3 miles, I think, or something like that. And so I was like, hey, that's 3 miles off. And so I'm at 14% done of my virtual 50.5 mile race through Iceland.
May I explain something, because I was a little bit confused about this virtual run?
Sure.
So this it's not something you have to do at one time, because like a lot of times, like for example, if you run Disney races, I think you're supposed to like run a 5K in like one thing.
Oh, yeah.
He's not running or walking or doing any 50-mile things at one.
Yeah, no, you log it as
time.
you go. Yeah, sorry, I should have explained that.
Because I was
So
like,
it's-
why are you doing 50 miles?
50
like,
it's
that's
50
ambitious.
Well, I mean, so it's the Thor race, and it's 50.5 miles, and the virtual part you're running, or whatever, is a huge chunk of Iceland. And so it's like this road pathway on Iceland that's 50.5 miles long, and you're virtually running through it.
You're
so,
pretending to run.
yeah, as you go through and you log, it'll show you where you're at on the marker, and they'll send you like interesting tidbits each mile marker
Like
you
fun
pass.
facts?
Like fun facts, or like something
love
interesting
fun
about
facts.
Thor, or something interesting about like the history of Iceland. And so it's pretty cool. Like, it's where, like, I read a couple of reviews online before I kind of did it, because I wanted to make sure that it was like a legit thing. But tons of people are doing it. And the really cool thing is I read a couple of people who said like straight up that they're better than the Disney ones, because the Disney ones cost so much money, and these are super cheap. And if you need that for motivation, it's easier to do the cheaper ones. And so the medals are, decently done and that kind of
Well,
stuff.
we don't have. He doesn't have it.
I don't
yet,
have
so
it yet.
you
No,
don't
no.
know yet.
I don't know if this
for
medal is,
sure.
but from the pictures that I've seen, the people reviewing them saying that the medals are like, they're medals. They're not like cheap plastic ones. So, but yeah, so that's my thing. Should we talk about the other one that we signed up before you get into your stuff?
If you want to.
So we also signed up for our own first 5K.
Like a physical.
Like a physical go to the place and run the 5K. It's called the Turkey Trot. It's at Angel Stadium on Thanksgiving. And so it's basically you just run around the stadium and through the parking lot for a 5K. But we're really excited about it. It's like the first actual race that we'll do together. I know she's done one before. I've never done one before, so it'll be my first. So it's very exciting. We'll get a fun t-shirt and a medal and a pumpkin pancake when we finish. So we're excited about that. Okay.
Oh, it's my turn.
It's your turn now, yes.
Oh, okay. I don't even know where to start. I guess I kind of want to maybe address some of the things I was thinking about as to why I might have gained weight, because I think I was doing really, really well in the beginning of the month, and then I just wanted chips this week, and so I got these Simply Cheetos chips, and because they were good on Weight Watchers points, and I was like, oh, I'll try. So I got a big bag because I was like, oh, these chips are sold individually. And generally I feel a little bit better for chips if they're sold in like individual packages, like if you're in a lunchbox or something like that. So I was like, okay, I'll get a big bag, and then I will see if I like them, because I don't know if I like them. And then if I like them, I'll get the individual bags. So I got the big bag, and I liked them, and I did weigh it, but I would sneak a couple. And I think that's part of the thing that's a problem. And I would eat it every single day. And I don't know if this will go up before or after, but like I had a recipe disaster sometime like early on this week where like my dinner plan just did not go well at all. And so
neither did mine. It was the same chicken, basically. That's what it was.
Okay, spoiler alert, we think we were cooking with chicken that was too old, so
Yes.
we're like, we're not eating it. Basically, that was it. And so anyways, that was a disaster, and so then I kind of just felt a little bit discouraged about cooking and things like that, because I'm not confident in the kitchen. And so even though I don't consider like the old chicken my fault, I didn't other than maybe I should have checked or something like that. But I felt pretty discouraged, and so for the rest of this week I've been having just like a lot of like frozen meals. I've been counting the points, but I've been having a lot of pasta, and I think a lot of these frozen meals have a lot of sodium, and I think that the extra sodium, because like my ring honestly is pretty tight right now, and it's not like super, yeah, so I have a feeling like that I might have had too much salt. I've been sneaking some chips, and I just have to, I know one of the things that Weight Watchers says is like, oh, you could have anything, like you could have your favorite things. I just really, really have to be strong and have to tell myself, I do not eat chips. except I will keep them for special occasions, and I will get the chips I actually... Oh, I spit. I'm sorry. You could cut that out if you want.
Nope, leaving that in.
Okay, well, I'm gross, but anyways, so I just can't eat chips. I can't trust myself. I can't, it's just like a trigger food for me. I just can't. I'm not responsible enough to do it. So I think that there were some things that maybe I could do better for the, I could just do better for that. So those were some of the challenges, but really, I do feel like I did a good job, and I did have a lot of cooking victories. Like I made this whole chicken, and it's awesome. I'm going that's going to be in a rotational thing. I tried a new vegetable, Brussels sprout, like not new. I didn't like Brussels sprouts, but then I tried a new recipe, and I like Brussels sprouts, and that's something that I consider like a big victory, you know, in the kitchen. So there has been good things, and I have been doing a really good job at exercising. We've been doing the running thing, and
sorry, I noticed I was slouching really badly and it was starting to hurt my back, so I was like, I should probably sit up straight.
Oh, okay. So yeah, so anyway, so I've been doing very consistent with running things. Was this the month that I hurt my foot?
Yeah, we get you new shoes. Yeah.
Yeah, so I hurt my foot, so I did miss a day running because I didn't have proper running shoes. But then I got right back on, and
after getting proper running shoes.
After getting proper running shoes and like letting my foot heal and rest a little bit, and I don't know what else. I don't really have a lot of non-scale victory. Oh, well, I ran 4 miles.
Yeah, that's
I'm so slow, and I just started training with Eric. Eric runs outside, I run on the treadmill, but I'm starting to move to run outside, because I just want to be able to like run outside in different elements for the races that we're trying to do. And it is a lot harder to run outside for me because like I love being able to like, I'm just a regulated person. Like I like to be regulated, and so like pushing the buttons on the treadmill machine is like, it's nice to know exactly how you're doing, but I'm trying to do that. So
yeah, we live conveniently near a park that's 4 miles around if you run it, and so we are going to get to that point at some point where we're going to just use the park as like I have to run all the way around the park into and from our house. It's like 5 total miles. If some of the pathways kind of do this, so it's probably not exactly, it's probably a little bit more, but we'll find out at some point. But yeah, we're
so next month I think I'm really going to focus on like I'm not giving myself so much leeway with
be a little bit stricter.
I need to be a little bit stricter, and just because I have the points to eat things doesn't mean I should. Oh, last week I was also eating sourdough toast with some of my pasta meals because I had enough points. And so I think I really need to go into this next month thinking like, just because I have the points to eat something doesn't mean it's healthy, and it doesn't mean I should do it just because I can do it.
That was my problem with Weight Watchers. I was like, 7 points left. Let's eat a bag of M&Ms.
Yeah.
And it's like
that is hard. It is hard because for me, I don't have like, when he tried, that's why Weight Watchers didn't work for him.
Yeah.
And so I do know that like I feel really good. Like my body feels really good doing this. Like I felt terrible when I did keto, but I feel really good doing Weight Watchers. So I really need to be able to continue to work the program in a way that will help me, and I just have to put up more regulations for myself than the Weight Watchers program puts in to make it work.
Yeah, I mean, that part of that is like the self-regulation thing with that is like learning to teach yourself like, hey, I can't do this because I have 4 or 5 points. I shouldn't try to force, something unhealthy like I was doing because I'm an idiot. But.
Well, or even it's like, hey, I have my dinner is this points. Oh, and I have 4 to 5 points. I can't, and sourdough bread, it's only 3 points. Well, sourdough bread, if you have it 3 nights in a row, sourdough toast, it's still a sourdough toast, and just because I had the points, I should have had another apple, or should have had, you know.
Yeah, that makes sense.
But,
so,
anyways. But I feel positive, and I feel really positive about, right now I'm feeling really positive about the exercise.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, one thing that she's not talking about is her clothes are starting to look a little bit looser on her.
I'm struggling with that.
She hasn't noticed it too much, but I have noticed it in her leggings that she wears around the house. They're starting to look a little bit loose in certain areas. Her shorts today looked a little bit loose.
Yes, this is an area that's very difficult for me.
And it's hard, I think, for people who, you know, if you're consistently looking at yourself in the mirror every day, you're not going to notice as much as somebody who's not really paying attention to that, and then all of a sudden they're like, oh wow. Like, she walked out into the kitchen this last week, and I was like, whoa. I was like, you're looking really skinny today, because, like, you know, it just, she looked like, you know, her legs are looking thinner and stuff like that. And so I think part of it is running is really helping you with that.
I hope so. I hope so. Yeah, it is really hard also, because, like, it's hard not to compare, because he loses.
I was a big guy, so.
Well, yeah, we were both very
Incredible
big,
shrinking
you know.
man.
But so we both basically are wanting clothes for Christmas.
Yes.
And I just want, cause like, I want to need new clothes. I don't just want new clothes, you know. I want to be like, oh, things don't fit or anything, or I can't wear those because I look sloppy. But I just am not at that point. I can still fit in my fat clothes just fine, you know. But
yeah.
it'll come. It'll come.
It will. I was able to get rid of some clothes this week, which was really fun. I went through my closet and I was like, this doesn't fit, this doesn't fit, this is too big. For some reason, I had like 4 pairs of black slacks, and I don't know if I wore any of them more than once, but I got rid of all those, so that's fun.
Yeah.
So yeah, I feel like we had a really positive month when it comes to some things and some negative stuff that happened, but you know, overall,
it's just learning experience.
Yeah.
Like, we're just learning.
Overall, I feel like we're pushing forward,
Mm-hmm.
and like I feel like we're doing a good job with like running and that kind of stuff, and we'll continue obviously to do that, and we'll be excited about this next month. And see, you know, what happens. And
yeah, because I think October is going to be pretty, like, boring, which is good, right? Like, I don't
boring is good.
Boring is good when you're trying to do weight loss.
Yep. So awesome. Well, thanks for joining us today. Like I said, we'll be doing these actually on the month instead of every 4 weeks, and so they'll be a little bit longer between them, which is fine. But anyways, thanks for watching. If you're new, hit the subscribe button. We'd love to have you join us in this weight loss journey of ours, and give us a thumbs up if you liked the video. And if you have any recommendations for any different types of foods or recipes for us, either keto or Weight Watchers, let us know in the comments, and we'll check those out. You can always use new recipes. So
yes, because I still like cooking. I just do.
Yep. All right, thanks for joining us, and we'll see you next time.
Bye.
Bye.